blonde snow bunny queen.
Actually, didn't Krillin save her life? I feel like he did save her life, I think. He didn't blow her up. So I guess that's saving her life.
Evil Snow Bunny.
At Cloud9, the evil Snow Bunny mind control epidemic features Zephyr. I don't know why this seemed interesting to me, but we'll see where it goes.
In the black community for years, even going back to slavery times, when Master's daughter had a strange fascination with the male slave. Just kidding, not really kidding, but that doesn't really matter because today we're talking about the evil Snow Bunnies, not just white women in general. Because there is a difference. There are good white women that are perfect matches for black men. But on the other hand, there are evil white women who want to take advantage of black men. And today I'm going to give you a guide and some signs to spot out these evil Snow Bunnies so you can avoid them if you are a milkman. Tip number 1, know what these heathens are here for. Because each of these things have unique reasons behind them. If you're an athlete, then most likely she's jersey chasing. She'll be your ride or die hoping that you get to the pros, but if you don't, then oh shit, where does she go? On to the next black guy. And she'll keep on doing this until she can finally live her dream of being a professional athlete's wife. Number 2, they're rich. Self-explanatory, every girl loves a rich guy. Especially when he can take care of you. You can be a cute little housewife making little TikToks about that too. You can buy all of the Starbucks Frappuccinos as you want. Shop at Whole Foods and Target whenever. And when your man eventually gives you his credit card because he just honestly doesn't care no more, he's too rich, you'll be posting little get ready with me's too. I'm not gonna lie, it's the same type of. And the highlight of your life will be making beautiful light-skinned babies that are also demons. I'm just kidding, they're not demons out the womb. They will be when they grow up though. Go watch my last video if you want to know more about that. And 3, if they have a big dick, well, I mean that's very self-explanatory too. Most white girls just think that black guys automatically have slongs. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but at the same time, stop objectifying us. We have feelings too. But now that you know why they want you, it'll be way easier to navigate how to avoid the bad ones. Because again, there are a lot of good ones that genuinely do like you for you. But we're not talking about those today because that video will be boring. We're talking about the evil ones. But here's the thing, if these evil Snow Bunnies get what they want, usually they won't cause you that many problems. But if they feel like they invested a lot of time in you and they didn't reap the rewards, that's when you gotta be a little bit worried because they will crash out. And depending on your status and situation, it can either be a minor crash out or they accuse you of rape. Which leads me to tip number 2. Be aware of the...
Oh, man. There was, oh, crap. What's his name? I think it was, like, Sean Oakland, I want to say. I don't know. But he was a football player at Oregon. Maybe somebody else. But anyway, he got accused of rape. He was, like, and he was, I think he was projected to be a first-round NFL pick. And he was at Oregon. He went viral because of this picture on a field where he had his jersey rolled up and he had like a freaking 8-pack, just a washboard ab, chiseled look. And then he got accused of rape, and that ruined. He went to jail. He actually went to jail for that. Yeah, and it wasn't until like I think it was 10 years later. It was many years later that she said that she lied. And this is not the first time. I've heard several stories about this, like of athletes getting accused of that. Whether it's intentional or if it's just a mistake, I don't know. But rape accusation it's just a messy situation. Again, because again, like you may accuse or you may say you were raped, but then there's not enough evidence to put him in jail. It's a messy situation.
Accusers. See, Snow Bunnies are famous for falsely accusing black men of rape. Now, before we really dive into this section, I do want to say that not all of these cases are just accusations. Some of them have actually happened, and to the victims, I truly do feel for you and prayers out for you. And the people who assaulted you should for sure be behind bars, because SA is not something to play around with. That's a very serious issue, which is why it pisses me off so much when people lie about it. Because now we got to question the people who actually got SA because you went a lie to get a badge, which is exactly what we're talking about. Because if you have any athletic scholarship as a black man, you now have to be very wary about your surroundings, because if you by chance go to a party and you see a white drunk girl that's trying to hit on you, you need to abort mission immediately. And matter of fact, just go ahead and leave the function complete, because what she could possibly try to do is get you drunk and then take you to a room where both y'all will have y'all ways with each other, and then the next day when y'all wake up, she'll claim that she didn't know what happened even though she was the person that got you drunk. Then the next thing you know, you're facing 3 rape charges, lost all of your scholarships, and every single white white man in America is tweeting out on X, using you as an example of why black people shouldn't have rights. If you think I'm joking, this has happened multiple times before. Just ask Brother Shannon Sharp. Who's a former football player and a current sports analyst who actually just recently signed a $100 million contract to talk about sports, which is life-changing money. Here's the thing though, he wasn't the only one who realized it was life-changing money. The old snow bunny he used to mess with in the past realized it too. And after Shannon decided to stop talking to her and she realized how much money he was going to start making, she decided to pull out her ultimate trap card and accuse him of rape. And the worst part about this case is that it's very obvious that it's false allegation. Because if you see the leaked text documents, it's very obvious that their relationship was purely consensual, and that she for sure wanted his big black babies in her. And the reason why I knew this is because she literally texted it. Which, by the way, Shannon, I'm not gonna lie, time out real quick. Why the f did you let this girl say this to you? You are a black man over 50 years old. You seen racial time. You was born a few years after MLK died, brother. You felt the tension. It's giving slave and master-daughter roleplay. I'm not gonna lie. Even though the allegations seemed very fake, Shannon still had to step down from his job that he just got the contract from, and there is no word of him ever reclaiming his position. AKA, this evil snow bunny may have lost Shannon his job, all because he wanted to play in the snow. And if this evidence wasn't good enough for you, look into the story of Sean Oakman, one of the best football prospects of all time.
Sean Oakman, yeah.
All his scholarships because of a white girl. So moral of the story, stay away from drunk white women at parties. Matter of fact, if you see a drunk white woman at a party, leave the function. Matter of fact, if you know white women will have alcohol in the vicinity, leave the function. Matter of fact, if you see Pink Whitney around a white girl, just stay away. Don't go near. Some black men are just genuinely in love with snow bunnies, and they don't care about anything else. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But at the same time, if you're so in love with a concept of something, oftentimes
I gotta do a mandatory pause. This video is very enticing though, very well, very good flow to it. Very great, very good editing. But I don't want to get copyrighted.
you'll look past the red flags because you just want that so bad. Which leads me into tip number 3. Identify if snow bunnies are your weakness. AKA, if you're under the spell. Honestly, most of the guys who are like this are from the burbs. I'm not gonna lie. But again, there's nothing wrong with dabbling in the snow. I mean, I used to dabble in the snow a little bit. I love black queens forever. Snow bunnies sometimes. But it's not about dabbling in the snow. It's about picking the right snow for you. But here's the issue. When you have a weakness for snow bunnies, you're more prone to fall into their evil spell because these evil heathens are very good at mind control. For instance, we all had that one homie that would choose white women over anything. Like, you could put Coco Jones, Lotto, and Ruby Rose in front of him, and he'll still choose a girl like Bobby Altoff over all of them. It's crazy, I'm not gonna lie. And it's always a specific breed of snow bunny that they love. You know, the ones that always wear aloe or skins because they don't wear Lululemon no more because it's too ghetto. Whenever they post on IG, they're always just hugging their friends for no reason. Like, okay, brother, I get you love each other. Their favorite stores are Ulta, Zara, Garage, Aerie, and American Eagle. You can't ever forget about their mocha latte, that they always got to get from Starbucks. And they always take that Starbucks drink and walk around Target with it. I'm not gonna lie, I just got it on a nail. Also, shout out to my milkman homeboy who helped me with this list because I did have to write this shit down. Keep making me proud, my boy. I ain't gonna lie, I expect light-skinned, beautiful babies. But this build right here is a milkman's biggest weakness. And these brothers get caught up into this trap all the time. I mean, just look at the cases. Weakness. He was fiending over this exact type, except she was brunette instead of blonde. But the thing is that he never had a chance with Haley Steinfeld. The reason why is because she is dating or married to a 6'5" white quarterback who was making $250 million over the course of 5 years. But yeah, brother, you had no chance. Apparently she was going for Michael B. Jordan in the center. I mean, just look at their chemistry. It was off the charts. It really did look like they matched.
That was a pretty good movie.
Especially when she was spitting in his mouth. I don't think we can show that on YouTube. Please don't show that on YouTube. I need this video monetized. But I mean, they seemed like a perfect match until she turned him into a vampire. But see, prime example of why you can't trust evil snow bunnies. Talk to me, Dr. Umar. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. He trusted a white woman and she ended up sucking his blood instead of his meat. What a shame, man. What a shame. But also, before you try to date one of these girls, make sure that their family approves too. Because I'm telling you right now, if her dad chews dip, owns a big ass truck, welds or has a Confederate flag anywhere in the house, especially in the front yard, then brother, you are fried. Because the second you piss this girl off even a little bit, or God forbid you cheat on this girl, then that night there will be a burning cross in your front yard.
No. Oh man, that's crazy stuff. As someone that knows people that do dip and drive a pickup truck and have a Confederate flag and all that stuff, they're really not racist. I think that's kind of I mean, obviously in the past, obviously that was a thing, but I feel like we're getting less racist down south. I'm definitely not racist. I can probably see that. But I feel like not as much racism as you would think. Now on Twitter, my word, you'd think that every Confederate man is on Twitter, my word. Crazy.
They will be having a whole Klan rally dedicated to you. And I'm telling you right now, my friend, that is not what you want. Also, if her dad is racist, then she might just be with you to piss him off. Because white girls do that. They intentionally sleep with black men just to piss off their dad.
And bad boys.
The daddy issues leads me into my next tip. Fourth and final tip for y'all is to stay away from the gutter bunnies. Oh dear God. See, gutter bunnies are the evil variants of evil snow bunnies. How is that possible? I don't know, but they've made it possible. See, these type of girls are more in tune with black culture. They're the type to rap a young boy a little baby song, start to finish, without missing a single word. And they're also the type of white girls to wear weave in their hair and have a ratchet hood accent. They for sure say the N-word in their free time. And most likely they only like black men and will never, ever date a white guy. Matter of fact, they get repulsed at the idea of a white man. And most of the time, these girls grew up around black culture. But here's the thing with these type of girls. Even though they act like us, dress like us, and want to be like us, when it favors them, they'll switch right back into white girl mode. Like, they're the type to beat on their boyfriend and then go crying to the police like he beat on them. But of course, they're finna believe it because she's a white girl, and the man she's talking about is a 6'5" black dreadhead with shiesty and a Hellcat. Now, at the same time, like I said with the Snow Bunny, there are good versions of these girls. A lot of gutter bunnies are really cool as shit. I'm not gonna lie. But again, if I kept on talking about those type of girls, this video would be boring. So let's talk about the evil ones. Because most of the time, these evil ones are bops too. And that's the worst part about it. Like, I know a gutter bunny with 40 bodies, multiple trains ran on her, considered to be the throat go to my city, and got slurp and burp badge on Hall of Fame. And the crazy part about it is that she's only 18.
Oh my word.
I'm not joking. Like, this
is crazy.
And that's not even the only girl I know like this. But the thing you gotta watch out with these type of girls is that they oftentimes carry diseases because they're such goers. And most of the time they love black men so much that they don't really care if they wrap up before they go inside them. So really do be careful around these women. I'm not gonna lie, they'll get you caught up. I remember I was talking to one gutter bunny in hiding one time, right? And everything was going good, and I thought I was gonna get into a relationship with this girl. Until one day we was in the car and she was showing me her DMs. And I seen this random guy that I knew, and I asked her about it. And she said that he's been trying to fuck her for years. But she wasn't going and she barely responds. They were best friends on Snapchat. But at the same time, I didn't really care because even though I was thinking about getting into a relationship with this girl, I wasn't tripping if we didn't get into a relationship. It was that type of situation. And everything was cool after that until literally the next week, I heard a rumor that her and that guy were crushing on the low. So you know what I did that night? I asked her, yo, keep it a beam with me. Are you and this guy fornicating? When she responded with, are you sure you're not gonna tell anybody? I ain't even let that girl finish. I immediately blocked. But the worst part about it is that when I asked this guy about the situation, not only did he say they was crushing for a minute, but he also said that they was doing it wrong. So not only were you lying to me, but you were also putting me in a very dangerous position.
It drives me nuts. Like, it just, why? You know, I get like their excuse is like it feels better, but is child support gonna feel even better? Is a crying baby that poops and pees and throws up all over you all the time, is that gonna be a good time? I don't get people. How are people this stupid? Get it? Don't get it. It's ridiculous.
Because what if Brody got a disease and then you gave it to me when we was kissing or some shit? What are we talking about? Like
and that before, too,
there's
STDs.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of milk, but you just got to make sure that it's not spoiled, or just get AIDS, or get an accusation, or get arrested, or get a cross in the front yard. But that's all of the tips for me. Now it's Zeph's turn. Take it away, Mr. Fire.
The fire.
Boy, if you don't get what's good with y'all, it is your friendly neighborhood Snow Bunny connoisseur, and I'm here to continue what Cloud9 was talking about, and I'm here to tell y'all right now, Snow Bunnies, no matter what race you are a threat. Exhibit A, Krillin in Dragon Ball Z. Now, if you know Krillin, he's a pretty weak guy. He couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag if he tried, but he somehow pulls this.
I know. He's the real MVP of the show. It's crazy, and it's you see this stuff in real life too. And I'm not jealous. Like, I'm happy for these bros. I'm happy for them getting the wins. But it's crazy how some of these guys that they're not the most attractive. They're around average, maybe even a little below average, but they pull these baddies. It's like, how do you do it? Like, what kind of Riz game do you got going on? Like, did you save her from a fire or something? Like, teach me your ways.
Yeah! This 10 out of 10 blonde snow bunny queen.
Actually, didn't Krillin save her life? I feel like he did save her life, I think. Sort of. He didn't blow her up. So I guess that's saving her life.
Android 18 gives him the kiss on the first link to my boy trying to go crazy. But sadly, it does not pan out that way because this man received one kiss. One. And just that one kiss was enough to put him under hypnosis. And this is exactly why I'm telling y'all, these white women are dangerous. Just that one kiss made him sacrifice the entire planet just so he could get a sliver of some poom poom. And look at this man once he does it. He's like, hey, 18, you miss me? Nobody misses this. And if you've seen Dragon Ball Z, you know the destruction Cell was doing after this. Snow Bunny hypnosis causes damage on a global scale. Whether fictional or not, we dead had kingdoms back in the day attacking other countries just to secure their white royalty. Yes! Used to go to war for some pussy. We can even go to movies too. I know y'all all seen this scene from Sinners. Mary did that man stack so bad when everyone in the bar tried to warn him. I would have seen him get bit down and reacted like, I knew it. And I'm telling you, even if you think you're strong enough to resist it, you are not. All those superheroes that be raging for no reason, what calms them down? A white woman. King Kong going berserk in New York City. What did he want? A white woman. It don't matter who you is. Even LeBron got tempted. Like, oh, hell no, man. I'm done, bro. I'm giving it back to my boy. Thank you for having me.
Besides that, if you like how I yap, go tap into my Twitch. For more daily content, go tap in my live channel. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Stay blessed. God bless you. She will love you. I love you. Thank you. Goodbye. We out.